Ja, okay. Guarda. It's like, where the fuck do I go? Let's go to Sayuka.
You blink and find yourself standing in the knee-high grass. Then, the earth falls away.
Watcher.
The voice of the Pallid Knight shakes the earth at your feet. You have returned to Bareth's realm. Your soul once more called to attend the wishes of the God of Death.
Your preference has been noted.
The Pallid, you can't be certain, but you think you might see the barest hint of a smile tugging.
Once again, you have spoken with the Child of Light. Tell me what you have learned. Intriguing. While attend. Tell me what your many eyes perceive.
Her words ring out. In the silence breaks the murmur of countless voices. They speak all at once in languages both known in the space beside Bareth. An eye blinks open, followed fast by... They are round, keen eyes of Kith. The slit eyes of snakes. The small, dark marbles...
Here we are.
A figure walks through the cloud of eyes as one might step through a door. It is an Orlan. They are Wow.
This is the first interesting thing to happen in ages. And we do so love a riddle.
The figure wears an Amawa's grin, and the many voices beneath its own titter.
Ah, Watcher, you do so fear loss. I once asked you to bury my scroll beneath Black Meadow, and you betrayed me to Grimda. Some things must be lost to be found again. But you have never believed that, have you? Let me remind you. We have read the book of your life, Watcher. It is heavy with the weight of your choices, and its pages are not unmarred by the blood of others. You read, that we see between the strings of the world, and Eothas is there, strumming them like a lute. His tongue is still. What tune he plays, we do not know. It is complex, ever-shifting.
A man strides through the door to Bareth's realm. Behind him lope wolves with lolling tongues. And Galawain, the changeling, arrives. And fast on Galawain's heels, a small wave of seawater washes across the tiles. It pours up from out of the water, rears a glowing lure. Then the head of a gigantic fish.
My gift-bearers bring to me that which Kith most want to forget. And in their memories I see you as Wow does. You are the one who... You knew one of them once, my gift-bearers. Maneha. She longs to forget and to help others do the same. But when you are a capricious creature, like Eothas...
Andra's storm-black eyes roll away from...
Eothas is nothing if not resourceful. I admire him.
In the changeling's voice, you hear the soft patter of rain on leaves.
Hunger will drive the most pathetic of beasts to... If his journey leads him back to us, he has proved himself worthy.
Eothas does not return to us. He returns to execute some grand plan. We must stop him.
Andra's voice rises like a tide. The doors lining the walls of Bareth's realm, warped pieces of ancient armor, and the remnants of discarded weapons roar through the doorways. They meet in the center of the room. Finally, a blacksmith's sledge hurtles past your shoulder, and the figure snatches it from a man made half of metal and half of ruined skin. The rounded metal of a well-worn shield makes up most of his skull, his right eye.
If Eothas has something foolish planned, perhaps we can turn him from that path and set him...
Abaddon's words crash and screech together, like long still gears forced to movement for the first time.
Abaddon speaks with a child's naivety. He violates not their realms, but mine. I feel his urgency in every stamp of his feet. I will send tsunamis to slow him, if Mogren would stir the earth beneath Mogren's teeth.
The water at your feet recedes. Lava oozes up through the shallow water, and a woman made from the guts of the earth emerges. She settles her characteristic broadsword on her shoulder and sighs a cloud of Mogren.
In the age when our steps carved valleys across the face of Eora, our bodies were impervious to all but the strongest. I doubt fire and water will be enough to stop him, but I will bear down upon Eothas with all the heat and fury of the earth. If I must.
The death of thousands now could prevent the death of millions later.
Dark, inky tears.
Sacrifices of the few protect the futures of the many. You cannot let your petty, mortal feelings blind you to the urgency of the dilemma Eothas has thrust upon us.
You will mind upon whose ground you tread.
The pallid night watches you with the deep, bellowing cry of an aurochs. Shakes the ground beneath your feet. The cry drones whilst many eyes squeeze shut. Andra slips back beneath her waves. Mogren dissipates in a swirling cloud of steam. Galawain's beasts, only the pallid night.
My end comes to all things in time. Should Eothas care to hasten the inevitable, I welcome his efforts. Eothas seeks a slate-wiped cleat, freedom from the endless revolutions of Barath, the final emancipation of the countless stolen mortal lives the gods hoard within themselves.
The Child of Light will not choose the hour of my death.
Mogren tests the edge of her broadsword with a...
He sows chaos in his longing for a radiant dawn. So much will be lost in the cacophony of fear, his action...
The crack of thunder rends the air. The god...
We can wait no longer. Speak with him, Watcher. Discover what it is he plans.
Water begins to creep across the floor. It swells. You scrabble at the tiles, but it's no use. The current's pull drags you off the edge of Bareth's realm, and into the fathomless beyond. You splash down in water so dark you can't see the bottom. Then, the water recedes. Gone. Like a dream of the gods are gone. But you...
Interesting.